Now it goes without saying that Tilda pure basmati rice is the perfect accompaniment to curries or to make many savoury dishes, but it actually works really well to make some sweet dishes as well, and one of them in particular is rice pudding. Now I'm a huge fan of rice pudding and it's really easy to make. So the ingredients that we're going to need, I've got some Tilda pure basmati rice, some cold water, some lovely spices to go in here. We've got cardamom, nutmeg and vanilla, some full fat milk, caster sugar, some egg yolk, double cream, butter, some orange and lemon, which I'm going to grate the zest, chocolate biscuits, some plain chocolate and some sprinkles. Now for the rice part of this, you need to actually have some ready cooked basmati rice. I'm actually going to use the absorption method for this, but you can actually use some that's been pre-cooked that you maybe had left over from the night before, providing you actually cool it as soon as it's cooked and pop it in the fridge and keep it covered. But what I'm going to do here is use my 100 grams of pure basmati rice into a pan, add 200 millilitres of cold water, pop it on a low heat and then bring it to the simmer. So the rice is just coming up to a simmer. I'm going to cover it with a lid, keep the heat on low and then leave it, not touch it, for 12 minutes. So the rice is almost there. It's got about 2 more minutes left of cooking time and I'm going to carry on with the rice pudding. Now here I've got 350 ml of full fat milk. I'm just going to put it on a low to medium heat because I want to bring it up to just below simmering point. And to that I'm going to add, I've got a cardamom pod and some nutmeg. So in with the cardamom, in with some nutmeg. And the other thing I'm going to add, again a fairly standard ingredient for your rice pudding, is a vanilla pod. I'm just going to split down the centre with a sharp knife and then scrape off the seeds just with the flat side of the knife, like so, and then pop that into the pan. And then all those little seeds will just disperse throughout the milk once it's heating up. The rice is cooked. Let's remove the lid and then we want to pour in our just almost simmering hot milk with the nutmeg, the cardamom and that vanilla. Oh, it smells delicious. Just give it a good stir around. That's just going to coat all those grains of basmati rice and we're also going to add some sugar for sweetness. Now, this is a brilliant recipe for making with kids. It's so simple and easy to do and they'll really love getting involved and certainly tasting it at the end of it as well. So you just want to stir in that sugar. Just keep the heat on a sort of fairly low to medium heat and then let it cook for about 12 minutes so the rice thickens up in that milk to a lovely rice pudding texture, and then we'll just add a couple more ingredients towards the end. So the rice pudding has been cooking for about 12 minutes and as you can see the rice has really thickened up in that milk, but it's still not ready. We've got an extra stage to go just to make it extra creamy and super rich, and we have some double cream and an egg yolk. I'm just going to break the egg and pop the egg yolk into a bowl and then mix in the cream. And then just stir it together until they're completely combined. And then what I'm going to do is take a spoonful of this rice pudding into this mixture here. Now the reason I'm doing this, because you're adding hot liquid into the egg will set if you put it straight into all of that mixture there. So you'll end up with a kind of scrambled egg mixture, but you want to just add a little bit of rice and warmth into this egg and then pour it all into the pan. And straight away you can see that that's just really rich and creamy. And I'm going to cook this just for a few more minutes for that egg yolk to cook through, making the rice pudding delicious and rich. So this rice pudding has been cooking just for a few minutes now and it's really nice and rich and thick. And the last thing to add is a good knob of butter. Stir that in. Remove the cardamom pod as well because you don't want to be the one poor person that ends up with the cardamom pod. Now you can serve this rice pudding hot. It's absolutely delicious just as it is. But I'm going to show you how you can serve it in two other ways. Either serve it chilled as a sort of grown-up sophisticated version, or chilled in glass dishes for kids. And this is when the kids will really enjoy helping you just garnish the finished product. So let's take some glass dishes. Pop in your rice pudding. As I said, serve it straight as it is, nice and hot. And let's put some in some nice glasses. So they're great for kids, for the little ones, and then you can be a bit more grown up for the adults and put them in some posh wine glasses. Just spoon this in. Now once you've got the rice pudding into your glass dishes, cool slightly and then pop them into the fridge to chill. So one of them I'm going to sprinkle over some crushed chocolate biscuit, which, as I said before, perfect if you've got kids that can help you do a little bit of cooking, because I love doing this part. And then for the other one, let's put some little cake sprinkles over the top. So there's our two children's versions, and then for our nice grown-up adult ones, let's put some grated orange and lemon zest over the top. For the chocoholics out there, you've got to put a bit of chocolate on them. Just snap some chocolate and using a grater, just grate it over the top. As generously as you like. So there we have our fabulous chilled rice puddings which show the versatility of Tilda pure basmati rice to its full.